Alright, so like I said, I was going to get these cylinders port and polished, so I had them done. Had the exhaust port widened and raised a little bit and cleaned up on both cylinders, obviously, and then cleaned up the intake as well. Did the intake here, got rid of some of the castings that were kind of junk there, so cleaned that all up, made everything nice smooth transition there. Opened up the back of the Y pipe here, just blended that around in there too. So yeah, I'm gonna start putting this together now. So one thing I like to do before I install the pistons is you got to check your end gap on your ring. So the new piston kit always comes with this little chart here. So this is bores about 56 millimeters, so it says here 50 to 65 millimeter. Ring end gap 10 to 25 thou. So I feel like I get the ring set into the cylinder. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of sitting in there. And I use the piston, drop it in, just to kind of square it up into the cylinder. Then I get my feeler gauges in there, and I just start with the smallest, so 10 thou, and then work my way up and just kind of see where I'm at. But 10 thou, I'm at 12 thou right now. That fits. I went up to 13, 14, it fits. So there, that one's good. So I'll keep checking all 4 of the rings. I'll do 2 in this cylinder and 2 in the other cylinder. And if it's too small or too tight, all I do is just take a little file and I just file a little bit and then sand it and then check it again. But that's how I do it. I'm pretty sure it's not 100% correct, but it's always worked for me. Alright, I'll keep going. Alright, so ring end gaps are all set, so now it's time to install the pistons. So time to put the circlips in. So I put circlip in one side, either 12 or 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock. My little trick is I kind of use a carpenter's pencil to help press it in. So alright, I'll get these pistons on, we can get the cylinders on and get this all bolted down. Alright, so pistons are on, and now what I'm going to do here is I've decided to use these thinner copper gaskets here to raise the compression on here. So those copper gaskets are measuring about 20 thou thick compared to the ones that come in the Windorosa kit at around 50 thou thick. So I'll give that a try and see what my compression is going to be at. And another little trick I've learned is when you're bolting your cylinders on, what you want to do is bolt your Y pipe and possibly intake too, it's up to you. Bolt those on and helps square up the cylinders. Okay, so motor is assembled. I got some new oil lines under here. Just using the same impulse line. Hopefully it, I checked, it seems to be still good. So, alright, everything's back together. Got the hood off. I'm ready to start dropping this motor in. So hopefully I can get this set in tonight and plumbed in. I got some new gas lines ran. Cleaned up the oil tank and everything. So get this motor in, and then I'm going to start pulling the chain case and everything out. I'm going to take these clutches and get those cleaned up. And I'm going to pull the track off and turn the track around to get a little more traction as well. So, but for now, let's get the motor dropped in. Okay, I got the motor set in. I got the exhaust back on and got the electrical hooked up. Brand new oil line here from the tank. So I got new gas line, new filter. So yeah, I was just taking the carb apart, just gonna clean it up. Got it cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, one thing I noticed, this guy must have broke one of these arms off or something. It's got, I don't know if it's gonna be JB Weld or something in there to seal that back up. Don't have a clue, but checked it out. It's actually a pretty clean carb on the inside. So I'm gonna blow it out a little bit and put it back together and slap that on. Bolt the hood back on, and then yeah, maybe next video I do, I'll start this thing up. Hopefully, it's getting late tonight, so I don't really want to fire it up, and I don't have any gas. So yeah, that is where I'm at here. Maybe take this clutch apart too and give it a little bit of a clean on the inside. I was looking for a new primary spring, but Yamaha doesn't make them anymore. Apparently there's no aftermarket ones, so I don't know. I'm going to pull that out maybe and get the color code off it and see if I can track down some guys that know a place where to get one. But alright, I'm going to get this car back together, get that on, bolt the airbox back on, and that'll be it for tonight. But like I was saying before, I'm going to flip this track around. A guy told me that I never even really looked at it before, but these lugs on the track are set up for braking, not for traction. So flip your track around and then your lugs are going the other way and they'll actually give you a little traction. I know it's not much of a lug, but it's better than what it is. So I'm going to do that too, and then while I'm in there I'll replace all the drive bearings and whatnot too. So alright, well that'll be it for tonight.